Deep within the uncharted Devil's Basin, where the sun barely touches the moss-covered floor, ancient powers reawaken.
This is 2026, and the laws of nature have been rewritten by the return of giants.
We are entering the domain of the ultimate terrestrial guardian, the eighth wonder of the world, King Kong.
But something is moving in the Blackwater, a ghost from the Paleocene era that has not been seen. The birds have gone silent, and the air is thick with the smell of ozone and wet scales.
The ultimate jungle battle begins as the Titanoboa strikes with liquid lightning, aiming for the king's massive throat. The Titanoboa uses her greatest weapon and the spiral, wrapping her massive coils around Kong's broad and powerful torso.
In 4K resolution, we see the primate's muscles straining under a pressure that would crush steel beams.
Every time Kong exhales, the coil takes another inch, squeezing the life out of the jungle's ultimate guardian.
Kong is a tactical warrior realizing he cannot win a wrestling match in the thick and muddy swamp.
Sensing a momentary release, Kong seizes a massive hardwood branch to pin the goddess of the abyss down.
He delivers thunderous ground-shaking hammer fists directly to the serpent's primary neurological center, echoing like cannon fire. The smoke and mist clear as the final blow is dealt, and the Titanoboa finally falls still.
King Kong stands dominant over the fallen predator, proving once again that he is the true jungle ruler.
The surrounding wildlife retreats into the deep shadows as the echo of the great primate's victory fills air. Walking away from the site of conflict, and the guardian returns to the safety of his dense forest home.
The sun sets on another day of survival, in a world where only the strongest can remain alive.
Nature is unforgiving, and the cost of failure in the basin is often final for even the largest.
This island remains a crucible of ancient evolution, where every species must fight for its own place today.
The primate river seeks. Inevitable challenge of nature.
Smaller scavengers emerge to investigate the scene of the battle, as the hierarchy of nature continues functioning.
The basin transforms at night, becoming a different kind of hunting ground for those with the right senses. Vigilance is the price of kingship, and the guardian never lets his guard down, even during the night.
Evidence of the primate's tool use remains behind, a testament to his intelligence and his tactical combat skills.
The mangroves hold secrets of many battles fought throughout the millions of years of this island's isolated history. Communication in the wild is often subtle, carrying messages across vast distances to friend and foe alike today. Bioluminescent flora lights the forest floor, providing a dim guide for the nocturnal inhabitants of the deep basin. Even the king must rest to heal his wounds and prepare for the cycle of life tomorrow morning. The void left by the apex predator is soon filled by others, waiting for their chance to rise.
Dawn brings new light and new opportunities for the guardian to patrol his borders and maintain his reign.
Diet is essential for maintaining such a massive body size in a world where calories are often scarce. A delicate balance exists between the hunters and the hunted, ensuring the survival of the entire ecosystem today.
Agility is just as important as strength when navigating the vertical world of the ancient iron mangrove forest.
Imitation is common in the animal kingdom, as smaller species learn to survive by watching the dominant ones.
The environment heals quickly, moving past the violence of yesterday to create a clean slate for the future.
Shelter is vital during the tropical storms that frequently lash the island with heavy rain and high winds. Nature's power is on full display as the storm reshapes the landscape and tests the endurance of residents.
In moments of quiet, we see the intelligence behind the eyes of the primate who rules this land.
Post-storm activity begins as animals emerge from hiding to continue their search for food and territory again.
Self-awareness is a rare trait in the wild, and the primate displays it in his quiet moments.
Interaction between species is not always violent, and sometimes it is simply a matter of checking the surroundings today.
Verticality provides a strategic advantage, allowing the guardian to spot threats from many miles away in the basin.
The island is a world unto itself, protected by the sea, and the guardian who keeps the peace.
Even the king of the jungle has moments of play, showing the complex social and emotional life of primate. The use of fire is a legendary skill that sets the primate apart from all other beasts here.
Warmth and protection are provided by the flames, as the king reflects on his long and violent reign.
Every animal on the island knows the fire belongs to the king, and they keep a respectful distance. The cycle continues as the king prepares for another day of protecting his home from the prehistoric threats.
The king moves with purpose, heading down from the cliffs to check the lower basin once again today.
Benevolence is part of the king's rule, as he ensures the future generations of the island can thrive.
Every sector of the basin has its own dangers, and the king must navigate them all with care.
Minor threats are dealt with quickly, as the king focuses on the larger predators that could challenge him.
The diversity of the island is seen in the transition from the wet jungle to the dry desert.
Water is the lifeblood of the island, and the king knows every hidden source in every sector here. The king's strength is legendary, and he uses it to clear his path of any annoying desert pests. History repeats itself on this island, and the king sees the record of his ancestors' many great battles.
Legacy is important to the king, as he carries the burden of his race as the final protector.
The guardian returns to his preferred habitat, the deep and dark jungle, where he is the absolute master.
Leadership is earned through strength and wisdom, and the king has both in great abundance on this island.
The community thrives under the king's rule, as they live in peace and security from the outside world.
The gentle side of the king is seen in his interactions with the young of his own kind.
Teaching is part of the king's legacy, as he passes on the skills needed for future primate survival.
The peace is broken by a new threat, and the king is ready to face it with power.
The protector moves out once again to defend his people and his home from the latest jungle threat.
The king's presence is a shield for the weak, as he maintains the order of the prehistoric world.
Loyalty is built through action, and the king has the loyalty of every creature he has ever protected.
The bond between the king and his people is unbreakable, as they face the future together as one. A rare moment of happiness for the king, as he sees his people safe and well under him. The Kingdom of Kong is a sanctuary in a world of monsters, and a place of peace and beauty.
Long live the king of the jungle. Long live the eighth wonder of the prehistoric world, King Kong.
Thank you for watching this high-octane monster battle, and make sure to like and subscribe for more today.